Sometimes, when the morning light touches your eyes, you might notice a storm already brewing inside your mind. The day has barely begun, but thoughts pull and push you in every direction. Fearful worries about today, scattered to-do lists, old memories just around the corner, and endless what-if scenarios swirl around your head. Right here, right now, you may find yourself lost in a whirlwind of words and images that feel so real you begin to believe they are all of who you are. It can feel like stepping into a whirlwind before your feet have even touched the floor. You might lie in bed and think, is anyone else feeling this way too? For a moment, know that this feeling is shared by many others too. You are not alone. Your mind might replay yesterday's mistakes or worry about what lies ahead until each breath feels tight and hurried. It is a human experience to feel this way, even if it makes you feel separate from those around you. Look around. The world outside may be still and bright with dawn, and in that contrast, you notice your own pulse slowing. Something in you begins to find its own quiet. Yet the world outside is still asleep or just waking up. The house around you is quiet. The sky outside may be painted with the soft colors of dawn. For a moment, you might wish the calmness outside could somehow seep into you. And yet, inside, your mind may already be racing, like a busy marketplace of thoughts, each one shouting to be heard. Some voices may be loud, worries and doubts clinging to the edges of your consciousness, shouting about what might happen next. Others may be gentle, whispering old memories or making plans for tomorrow. In that crowd of voices, it can feel overwhelming or even lonely, as if you are the only one listening to this chaos. But know this is a moment many people share. The mind can be very busy while the body sits still, and that is okay. Your mind is simply doing its job. You can treat it with patience and kindness, acknowledging it like a guest in your home. Like a caring host, you welcome your thoughts, perhaps offering them a seat, and even a warm cup of kindness, knowing they will leave when it's time. Each thought will have its moment, and then it will fade back into the background of your awareness. Each time you welcome a thought, imagine offering it a warm cup of compassion, knowing it will leave when it's time. Soon you will see that even the fiercest thoughts are just visitors, and each one eventually fades away. In time, you will see this also shall pass, like morning slowly brightening into midday. It can feel confusing, like standing in a crowded room where everyone is shouting different ideas, and you cannot tell which voice to follow. You stand still, maybe sipping your coffee or watching the sunrise, and wonder how to find calm when your mind is so busy. Yet there is something important to remember. Even in the midst of this morning storm, there is a gentle invitation to find calm. In this quiet, present moment, something new can begin to unfold. You may notice a gentle quiet around you, a bird chirping, a soft breeze, even while your mind feels like a storm. What if you simply notice one of those gentle things and let the chaos carry on without you for a moment? You stand rooted, like an oak in the sun, feeling the gentle rays on your branches, even as winds blow. Perhaps you take one more sip of coffee, feel its warmth, and notice the bustle around you carry on while your mind stays centered. This quiet reality reminds you, even in chaos, peace is possible. In this still moment, I invite you to pause and simply observe. Imagine taking a slow, deep breath. With each inhale and exhale, notice one single thought as if it were a cloud drifting across the sky of your mind. Each breath can fill you with light, and each exhale can carry away a tiny bit of the clutter. That thought comes along, maybe whispers something to you, and then it fades and floats away. Another thought arrives, paints a new picture on the canvas of your consciousness, and then it disappears too. Notice how thoughts can be like passing clouds. When a thought flies by, just notice it without chasing it and see how naturally it passes. The sky does not chase the clouds or fight them, it simply holds space for them as they travel. It is not changed by their passing, it remains wide and clear. You are more like that sky than any cloud, wide, calm, open, unmoved by the comings and goings above. Imagine each inhale filling you with gentle light, and each exhale releasing tension like leaves carried away by a stream. Perhaps you listen to the sounds around you, a bird singing or leaves rustling, and in doing so you root yourself in the present moment, away from the racing mind. For instance, you might even smile at how effortlessly a passing thought drifts by, knowing you never needed to hold on to it anyway. Throughout our lives, it's easy to mistake the mirror for the reflection. We see a thought, feel a strong emotion, and somehow our mind tells us, this is you. But think of a lake on a still morning. The water shows every breeze, every stone, and every passing cloud on its surface, yet the lake itself remains calm and deep at its core, no matter what happens up above. You are like that lake. Even when waves of thought or emotion disturb the surface, the depth of who you are stays calm and still. The ripples come and go, but the lake remains unmoved, patient and steady. It can be surprising to realize that we cling to these images even though they are just stories. If you let the mirror slip for a moment, you might see the face that looks back is calm and kind even when the reflection shifts. Your true self remains peaceful beneath every reflection, whether the world tries to show you fear or joy. Just as the lake holds every reflection, you hold every experience. Beneath the surface, your true self remains clear and constant. For example, imagine the pebbles at the bottom of a pond. No matter how many fish swim or leaves fall on the water, the bottom is still there. So too, your true nature remains, unaffected by the storms above. Think of yourself as a mountain standing under a wide sky. Storm clouds might gather or gentle mists may rise, rain may wash over the slopes, but the mountain remains steady. Though winds may howl and the rain may lash, the mountain stands, timeless and grounded in the earth. In the same way, you endure. Thoughts may rise and fall like weather across your mind, but at your core you remain unchanged. You hold fast through every storm, rooted in the present moment. It's like feeling the chill of a storm wind on your face. It passes, and you still stand. Think of the eagle high on its peak. It senses the wind, but uses it to soar, not to be knocked off. Even when the storm has raged around it, the eagle finds its way again from that high view. You too can ride out the winds of thought, using their energy to move forward, knowing you always land back on solid ground. Even a little flower on the mountain's side can survive fierce storms, for its roots hold it steady. You might also imagine your mind as a stage with a play unfolding. Your thoughts and feelings are like actors performing each scene. You sit in the audience, calmly watching each act. The lights shift and the story twists, but you remain present as an observer. None of the actors on stage are truly you. You are simply the one holding space for it all. Think of the lights, the curtains, the changing backdrop. You don't need to run onto the stage or fix any scene. You simply watch. Even if a scene becomes sad or chaotic, you stay safe here in your seat, present and aware. You might even find yourself empathizing with the actors. But remember, you remain unchanged, calm as the audience. Even if the play turns frightening, you stay protected in your seat. You might even see a touch of humor or compassion in some scenes if you watch closely. But no matter what happens on stage, you remain steady, kindly observing. Even the stage itself changes, but you, the silent observer, do not change along with it. You have the freedom to rewind, to play a new song, or to simply enjoy watching the old ones. You can feel thankful that you're safe in the audience. Perhaps you can relate to a time when your own thoughts felt like a heavy cloak you couldn't remove. You might have walked down a familiar street, but seen everything through a dark filter of worry or doubt, or sat in a quiet room but been deafened by the chatter in your head. In those moments, it may have felt as if the mind's story was the whole story. But if you allow yourself to truly listen, something interesting happens. You realize that between any two thoughts, there is a space, a silent pause where there is nothing but awareness. This gap is like the silence between musical notes or the calm beneath a wave. It is always there, a bit of quiet you might have missed in the rush of everything else. In that space, you remember who is observing and recognize there is always room for peace. Take heart. Think of all the times you have walked through such storms before and come out the other side. Each time, the storm eventually left you and you found clarity again. In fact, the very fact that you are here now shows that you have the strength to make it through. So trust that there is always a path back to stillness, even if you cannot see it yet. In the small gap between thoughts, you catch a glimpse of that path, a sign that you are finding your way home. Let us pause here for a story, a small journey of imagination that can shed light on this idea. Allow yourself to picture it now in your mind's eye. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a vast blue ocean that stretched beyond the horizon, its waters deep and mysterious. One morning, a single wave named Mira rose high above the water, full of pride. Mira was confident that she was the strongest, the most important part of the sea. She glimmered in the sunlight and crashed onto the shore with courage. Mira believed she was the storm itself and thought, "I make the tides, I make the songs of the ocean." At that moment, Mira felt a swell of wonder inside her heart, like discovering a new color in the sky. For many days, Mira continued to rise and swell with energy, her crest shining. As days passed, Mira rose and fell with many tides, and eventually she noticed a gentle old wave who had been part of the ocean for many years. Mira watched the waves intently. One day she called out, "Old wave, what do you think of me?" I roar so proudly. "I think I am the whole ocean." Mira waited eagerly for his answer, hoping to hear something wise. The old wave smiled kindly and said, "Calm yourself, dear Mira, and listen carefully. Have you ever noticed that the moon guides your tides even when you are not asking it to? Or how the wind touches the water and shapes your form? You are indeed beautiful and strong, but you are just one small part of something greater. The ocean is not just one wave. It is the entire shimmering blue that holds all of us together." His voice was low and kind, as steady as the moon's glow on the quiet sea. Mira took a moment to think. Later that night, under the gentle light of the stars, the ocean was calm and peaceful. Mira looked around. There were thousands of waves, all moving in silence. The sky was vast above, and the vastness of it made her feel safe and at peace. In that quiet, Mira felt her pride soften. She realized she had been spinning stories about herself, forgetting about the great ocean she was part of. Her chest felt lighter, like a cloud drifting away. And so it was, dear friend, that Mira understood a new truth. She was not the entire ocean, just a wave on it. She let go of the idea that she alone could create storms or calm the waters. She rested back into the ocean's quiet depth. As she flowed gently, she felt something wonderful, peace. From that day on, Mira danced in harmony with all the other waves, content with knowing she was part of the whole, and that the calm ocean beneath held her safe always. In that acceptance, she felt a deep happiness. She danced with the ocean with a joyful heart, content to be part of something greater, knowing she was held safe by it. Now, let's return to this moment together. Just like Mira the wave, any thought that rises inside you is simply one part of a much larger whole. You are the whole ocean of consciousness, and those thoughts are only the waves on its surface. When a wave rises high, the ocean is still vast beneath it. You are the sky, not the clouds. You are the calm lake, not the ripples on it. And you are the silent, steady awareness in all these images. You are the whole ocean, deeper than the deepest wave. It helps to remember some simple wisdom. No rain lasts forever, and no storm can conquer the sky. Let those words sink in. It means that feelings and thoughts may pour like heavy rain, but you are the eternal sky beyond them. When a storm in your mind finally moves on, the sky of your soul is still there, untouched. After the darkest clouds pass, sunshine may appear, or even a rainbow. In time, all storms pass, and so too do all thoughts and feelings. Eventually, peace returns. Even the longest night has to make way for dawn, so trust that this too shall pass. You might picture the night sky brightening with stars after the storm, reminding you that light follows darkness every time. Try imagining yourself as the sky, open and boundless. Your thoughts are like clouds drifting by, each one different and always moving. The sky does not chase the clouds or fight them. It simply holds space for them. It remains itself, unchanged and wide. You can do this too. When a thought arises, just breathe and watch it pass without judgment, as if you were watching a cloud float by. This simple act of watching brings a sense of ease, and soon your heart remembers the peace of the sky itself. You might even whisper to yourself, "I am always here, unchanging, like the sky above." You might have heard someone say, "We cannot stop the waves, but we can learn to surf." In a similar spirit, you cannot stop every thought from appearing, but you can learn to welcome them. Notice that each thought has the freedom to arrive or depart whenever it wishes. As soon as one thought ends, another may begin. That is the way of the mind. You don't need to control each one. You just need to remember they are not the truth of who you are. Think of your thoughts as guests in a waiting room. You can greet each one kindly, give it a seat, and let it leave when it's ready. In time, the same thing always happens. A thought arises, and then it drifts away. You remain just like the sky, vast and calm. A gentle way to separate yourself from your thoughts is to take a moment and simply say to yourself, "Ah, here is a thought." By naming it quietly, you create a tiny space of awareness around it. In that space, you can smile gently or nod. It is like stepping aside and watching a movie play instead of believing you are inside the story. You, the watcher, remain calm on the couch while the scenes on the screen come and go. Try it. Whenever a worry appears, picture it rising like a wave, then calmly receding back. In time, your ocean of awareness learns to welcome each thought without fear. Notice how simply pausing like this creates a gentle distance between you and the thought. You feel it even. A tiny space of calm forms between you and the thought. Remember this simple phrase. You are the silent witness. Your thoughts are the actors on a stage, and you are the audience. The characters may cry or laugh or be scared, but you stay seated, calm and kind. In this theater of the mind, you can feel thankful that you're safe in the audience. You find it oddly peaceful to watch even a sad scene because you know you are not harmed by it. You hold the space for the play of your mind without needing to join it. Sometimes our thoughts might be heavy or repetitive. Maybe a worry has been staying with you for days, or an old memory keeps replaying like a song on loop. It's okay. Being gentle with yourself is important. Recognize that just because a thought is loud, it doesn't have to be the lead character in your life. If the same worry keeps repeating, you can softly decide to shift the channel or imagine a different picture. Even for a moment, find or create a scene of beauty. Imagine a warm sunbeam, a peaceful forest, or the sound of rain. Hold that image and let it soothe you before returning your attention to the present. Maybe the worry asks, "What if?" And you answer, "I am more than this thought." Each small act of gentleness creates a ripple of peace in your heart. It's like a memory on loop or a song you don't like. But even then, you have the power to mute or change the tune. The same thing always happens. Thoughts fill the gap and then leave again. The gap remains. It is like the silence after a drumbeat, inevitable and natural, and always there waiting for the next rhythm. A wise saying whispers here. Your mind can tell you stories, but you decide which ones to listen to. This is your choice. You are the director of your inner theater. You might find yourself replaying the past or worrying about the future. But while those scenes appear, you can gently remind yourself, I am the space holding these scenes, but I am not limited to them. You can pause or even change the scene by bringing your attention to the present. Remember, your mind can present endless stories, but you choose which to follow. For instance, if your mind tells you, I can't, you might choose to think back, I'm learning my way forward. You can turn the page on those stories anytime you wish. You have the power to steer your inner story toward hope or kindness. Let your heart feel this truth. You are safe and you are enough as you are. Let these words rest in you, deep as roots in the earth. With every breath, you honor this truth. Even now, in this very moment, you have everything you need. All your experiences have brought you here, exactly where you are meant to be, perfectly prepared to experience peace. You carry within you an enormous ocean of peace and strength. When you quiet yourself and simply be, that strength is always there, like the roots of a tree grounding you, or the warmth of the sun hidden behind clouds. Each breath can remind you of that warmth. You have overcome so much already. All that power and resilience live inside you. Feel this safety in your body. Your steady breath is proof that you are alive here, beyond the thoughts. Trust that, like Mira, the wave, you are part of something greater. Whatever rushes through your mind, you remain the calm presence that watches. The sky, the ocean, the lake, all these images point to the same truth. The awareness that is you, gentle, wise, and kind. You carry this peaceful awareness within you throughout all experiences. It has always been there, even before those first thoughts appeared in your mind this morning. Remember when you were a child, full of wonder and confidence. A part of that fearless openness still lives within you now, quietly watching. In trusting yourself, you let the vast ocean of your being safely hold each wave of thought. Even if doubts arise, deep down you carry that gentle certainty and strength. In closing, dear friend, know that you are not alone in this journey. Millions of people discover this truth every day, that their thoughts are not the essence of who they truly are. Embrace this understanding like a warm hug for your spirit. In moments of doubt, you can place a hand softly on your chest and feel its gentle warmth. Notice the steady rhythm of your heartbeat. It reminds you that you are alive and here, beyond the thoughts. Let this understanding settle in your heart and mind. Let it wrap around you like a comforting blanket, a quiet melody playing softly in the background of your life. This knowledge has become your strength. Return to it often. Be kind to yourself when you hear the chatter of the mind. Treat your thoughts with tenderness and patience, as if they were a child in your care. Place a gentle hand on your chest and feel the beat that says you are present and alive. Offer yourself that kindness right now, just as you would to someone you love. Perhaps say softly to yourself, I hear you, thoughts, but I am something more. The quiet observer within you is steady and caring, always there, like a friend waiting patiently in silence. In the stillness of every breath, you come home to yourself. Take one last deep breath here, if you would like, and as you exhale, feel the calmness settle more deeply. Notice how the soft sounds around you become even more still in response to your exhale. Each breath confirms the space of peace you have created. Feel how much lighter you feel, how the world seems a bit gentler. Maybe a soft smile finds your lips, a quiet gratitude for this peace inside you. Sense the world around you slowing down even a little. Hear any distant sounds soften as you exhale. Each breath reaffirms your calm. May you walk forward with ease and kindness, knowing that each moment brings you closer to the simple joy of just being. Let your every step be gentle, as if the ground beneath you is filled with warmth and light. Go gently forward now, trusting yourself. Every step you take can be lighter because you carry this sky of calm within you. Know that this peace is always within reach, no matter where life leads you. Each breath you take can remind you of this calmness. Wherever you go, let your inner light guide each step with love and ease. Each morning, as you open your eyes, a quiet breath reminds you of this gentle truth. Now, take this feeling with you. Live your life as the vast open space of your true self. Whenever thoughts come, they will find you embracing them with love and letting them go with grace. This feeling is yours to carry gently in your heart. Imagine it glowing like a small lantern, ready to light your way through any darkness. Each time you feel doubt creeping in, you can return to this inner glow and find comfort. Know that you always have this anchor of peace to bring you back from any drift. Whenever you need a moment of peace, you can return to it and find comfort. These words and feelings can guide you back whenever you wander. Carry them with you into each new day. You are enough. You are whole. You are not your thoughts, but rather the love and peace behind them. Remember this always and let it guide your path forward. Keep these words as a gentle reminder. You are enough. You are whole. You are truly whole. Let your last thought be this truth, and let it light your way. Carry it in your heart and move forward. You are enough. Let this truth be truly a comfort, always.